What's up, YouTube? I'm Z, and this channel shows you the world through my lens. So this dropped yesterday, and a lot of you know who are on my channel, I've kind of been slowly dabbling in some Juice WRLD. Not an artist that I really listen to, but have been discovering on the channel, and so far really, really liking. Like, pretty much every sound I've heard from him has been very interesting, unique, catchy, just pleasure to listen to. So when I saw that he's teaming up with, you know, my top 3 favorite rapper of all time, Eminem, I had to check this out. Now I know I'm gonna give a disclaimer right off the bat. I know that like hardcore OG Juice WRLD fans are probably gonna have some negative things to say about it, because it's like you're almost wanting to protect the purity of your artist's art, right? So, you know, obviously this would have had to been something that he's already done, and Eminem is getting on now. So I completely understand and respect that, especially if that's your opinion. But I'm excited to check it out nonetheless, because again, I'm learning a lot about Juice WRLD and his music and his style, and I absolutely am, you know, huge fan of Eminem. So this should be fun for me. If it's not for you, I apologize, but it is for me. Here we go. It's called Lace It. How am I not subscribed to Juice WRLD yet? That's weird.
Yeah. Roll it up, lace it, pop a few to chase it. I'm in my own matrix, none of this shit makes sense. All these humans basic, don't got no home training. Coding by the cases, I've been purple raining. Roll it up, lace it, pop a few, chase it. I've been in the matrix, none of this shit makes sense. All you humans basic, you don't got home training. Coding by the cases, I've been purple raining.
So one of the things I already appreciate in the chorus, you know, he sings the chorus twice, like the same lyrics twice, but he delivers them differently. And I like when there's, you know, like sometimes choruses feel very like copy and paste, like, okay, we just sing it, you sing it this way and it sounds the same. But within the chorus, same lines sung differently. I like that already. That's a very cool thing.
Coding by the cases, I've been purple raining. Stressed out, so I tend to take meds. The devil told me good show, break a leg. All these painkillers, like got a pair of broken legs. All these perks I pop, you thought I was planning to break my neck. Grinding, man, I'm hungry for this shit like I ain't ate yet. You wish that you could have what I could have, you could just say that. If you ain't my little bitch, them combos, you could save that. These niggas think they invincible till they see them bullet holes and they made back. Roll it up, lace it, pop a few to chase it.
I haven't really, sorry, I don't know what happened there. Damn, I haven't really heard that side of Juice WRLD. That was very threatening at the end there, menacing. They think they're invincible until they have bullet holes in their Maybach. Okay, sir. Definitely haven't seen that side, but I'm for it.
My little bitch, them combos, you can save that. These niggas think they invincible till they see them bullet holes and they made back. Roll it up, lace it, pop a few to chase it. I'm in my own matrix, none of this shit makes sense. All these humans basic, don't got no home training. Coding by the cases, I've been purple raining. Roll it up, lace it, pop a few, chase it. I've been in the matrix, none of this shit makes sense. All you humans basic, you don't got home training. Coding by the cases, I've been purple raining.
You pop some ecstasy first, it gets progressively worse. Try your best to reverse, unsuccessfully flirting with certain death and reverting to your promethazine urge. The fucking devil, he lurks. Lose your best friend, he smirks. Wake up and everything hurts. And as you spiral downward,
I'm gonna stop it there, because I think he might be switching to a different rhyme scheme. This is the thing you get with new Eminem. It's very technically sound. He's in this new phase of his career where he can't rap about the same things he was rapping about when he came up, because it just wouldn't be genuine. It's not, we've already heard it, so it would either be repetitive, and if he tried to make it seem like it's what he's going through today, it wouldn't be accurate. So you have to change, right, in order to be able to keep doing stuff. So you either make commentary on the world, or you find some other way to stay relevant. And he tried making commentary on the world, which was his entire Revival album, and people shit on it. They didn't like it. And so then he went the technical route. Now, Revival was very technical as well. So all of this to say, I know I'm killing the vibe and the flow of the song right now, but all of that was to say, like, here, very laid back delivery. We're not going super fast. He's going slow. It matches the vibe of the song. But we're getting a lot of technicality right away. The multi-syllable rhyme scheme, which he's known for. If you look at this, ecstasy first, progressively worse, best to reverse, unsuccessfully flirt, and then flirting with certain death and revert. So it's very, very new Eminem, and very impressive in my opinion.
Successfully flirting with certain death and reverting to your promethazine urge. The fucking devil, he lurks. Lose your best friend, he smirks. Wake up and everything hurts. And as you spiral downward, listen, I know just how it is when you start slow, then before you notice it, now you're mixing oxys without prescription, cough medicine, Valium with them. But ain't that how addiction sorta works? They call it lean cause you gravitate and lean towards the perp, the blessing or the curse of fame, cause now you...
Yeah, they call it lean because you gravitate and lean towards the perp. And he's kind of talking here about how, it starts small but progressively, goes to other things because the high doesn't become enough. And this is where, like, I think his storytelling sometimes gets dwarfed by the technicality and the lyrics and, like, the multi-syllable rhyme schemes, the flow patterns, like all the stuff that is in your face. And then it kind of dwarfs the fact that he does give us, like, this is a storytelling. He's taking you through the story of taking drugs and then progressively taking harder and harder drugs and how it can, get out of control.
Prescription, cough medicine, Valium with them. But ain't that how addiction sorta works? They call it lean cause you gravitate and lean towards the perp, the blessing or the curse of fame, cause now you can afford to serve Percocet and Percodent. But that ain't what you meant when you said that you're in it for the perks. Develop a habit out of that.
In it for the perks, but perks like benefits.
When you said that you're in it for the perks, develop a habit out of that. Need a Xanax, not a rap, so you pop it before you record a verse. Your buzz wear down, yeah, like a rabbit out of hat. Makes you wanna pull your hair out. Fentanyl, Oxy, Demerol would possibly got Shock G, Roxy, Codonaline is probably what got Lil Peep and ODB. So many who ODB, way too young to go see me. I was lucky.
Wow, yeah. Again, it's all wrapped up in this technicality that is probably grasping the ODB, the ODD, but he's talking about some real stuff here. This legit epidemic through rap, where you have people that are losing their lives far, far, far too young, because of these things. Very well done.
Demerol would possibly got Shock G, Roxy, Codonaline is probably what got Lil Peep and ODB. So many who ODB, way too young to go see me. I was lucky, my escape was narrow window. Now think I take it for granted that I'm still here. Synthetic heroin, you tried to kill me, then you murdered Jared, didn't you? Piece of shit. Thanks to you, now we lost Gangsta Boo and Pimpsy, Prince and Michael, mixing NyQuil with prescription Vikes, addictions like a fucking vicious cycle. We will forever miss you. To the younger generation, I ain't lecturing you, but man, just be careful when you roll it up, lace it.
Damn, that was a sick transition to the chorus. Be careful when you roll it up, lace it. Man, he's just so good at it. He's so good at doing this and, like, saying, I'm not trying to lecture you, but it's interesting because he's putting in that experience of his own, and he talks about here how my escape was narrow. And I do want to point out a little technical thing that he does here, which is super dope, because he knows that he wants to go into and do as the rhyme scheme. So he says narrow and do. But the sentence, like if you're speaking normally, would be narrow and do not. So you wouldn't put a pause there, but you put the pause there in the middle of a sentence, so that you can start that rhyme scheme and then catch it on the next part, heroin you. But, coming from a place of somebody who's been through it and almost didn't survive, I think about, speaking of Revival, for example, I think about the brilliant back-to-back song on the track list, Castle and a Rose. And it's harrowing to listen to. especially once you get to A Rose, and you start to kind of really get the picture, because there's other songs where he's talked about it, like he talked about it on Deja Vu from Relapse, and you kind of understood what was happening. But I feel like Castle in a Rose was the most in that we got to be on the situation to understand how close to life and death it was. So it definitely comes from a place of like having experienced it, having almost lost his life, and not wanting to see these young talented kids do the same. Rest in peace, Juice WRLD.
Shit, thanks to you now we lost Gangsta Boo and Pimpsy, Prince and Michael, mixing NyQuil with prescription Vikes, addictions like a fucking vicious cycle. Juice, we will forever miss you. To the younger generation, I ain't lecturing you, but man, just be careful when you
roll it up, lace it, pop a few to chase it. I'm in my own matrix, none of this shit makes sense. All these humans basic, don't got no home training. Coding by the cases, I've been purple raining. Roll it up, lace it, pop a few, chase it. I've been in the matrix, none of this shit makes sense.
Yo, fire.
Basic, you ain't got home training. Coding by the cases, I've been purple raining. I ain't coming down from this high. Ain't gonna let nobody kill my vibe. They committed social suicide. But me, I refuse to die. I will never come down from this high. I won't let them kill none of my vibes. They committed social suicide. Me, I can never ever die. I can never ever die.
Yeah, man. I mean, to that line, your music's gonna live on forever. So, I think that I know people are gonna have some issues, because they want to protect the sanctity, the purity of Juice WRLD's music. But I think for Eminem to get on this track and come from that angle, using his personal experience, with an artist song who lost his life to an overdose, and coming from the experience of having almost lost his life from an overdose, I think the connection he feels to Juice and Juice WRLD's experience brings more power to the verse that he just spit there, and the message that he's trying to deliver to the younger generation of artists, who many of whom partake in these things. So to me, that was powerful, and this is the reason why I'm such a huge fan of Eminem. Like, there's been times in my life where I've been going through, like, I remember when Beautiful came out. I remember I was going through some stuff, and I listened to that song, and sometimes I listen to that song now, and it's just so powerful to me. And there's countless others, like, I mean, Mockingbird, what's the other one where he talks about the tattoo? I'm having trouble remembering all the names of the songs at the moment. This is what happens when I'm on the spot sometimes. But there's just so many songs that he's put out that I think were needed for me. And this was powerful. I add this to the list. I'm going to be listening to this 100%. I thoroughly enjoyed that. Yeah. So if you guys are still here, I appreciate you spending your time with me. I hope you have an amazing day, and I will see you next time.